A very good evening to everyone present here. I'm Tanisha from Nagarjuna PU College. I hope all of you are doing well and are home safe. Today's topic is something that all of us face at least once in life. You know, life is not that easy. So let's talk about these topics that have a big influence over us today. Technology in today's generation has given us exposure to various new things. Internet and mobile phone systems are the two biggest systems of communications which play a crucial role of identities. Yeah, you're right, I'm somewhere talking about social media. Social media has made its own place in our day to day lives. Some of us are content creators and some of us are content reactors. So let me know, you're a content creator or just a content reactor. Social media provides us the platform to create and engage with content. It allows us to meet new people and learn new things. Now let's talk about some advantages and disadvantages of social media. Social media provides education. It makes us aware about the day to day happenings in the world, breaks the wall of distance. It lets us communicate to people all over the world. So, distance is not that big problem. Benefits small brands to promote themselves and provides platform for young creators like us to showcase our talents and to explore ourselves. With good comes bad. Now let's talk about the disadvantages of social media. Social media can be very addictive and distracting. I think all of us know how addictive and distracting it can be. Leads to hacking, scam, and fraud. Social media gives hackers an opportunity to misuse the platform by putting us into trouble, right? Facilitates laziness. I think all of us would prefer lying on the bed and scrolling through our social medias than just sitting straight and concentrating on what we are seeing. And now, the biggest disadvantages of social media, the one which is the topic today, cyberbullying. What is cyberbullying? What does it do to a person? Let's see. Cyberbullying or cyber harassment is a form of bullying through electronic means, also known as online bullying. Can be mentally stressful, leads to depression, stress, and fear, increases self doubt, insecurities, and breaks self confidence and self esteem. Thus, we can conclude that cyberbullying can be really, really harmful to a person. Now, we have to see the ways to prevent cyberbullying, right? Hatred is easier to spread than love. Started off with a quote. Firstly, do not share your personal information on social media. By this, you're just not giving hackers an opportunity to misuse your personal information. Do not share your password or details regarding your accounts. What I mean here is do not trust anyone because you never know when someone's going to turn back to you and just misuse your accounts and details. Respect one another. When you're on social media and you're a user, do respect the other users because by this way you are encouraging more new content and you are also engaging with more new content. Do not spread your negativity to small content creators through comments and DMs. I think all of us would have seen that most of the negative comments are given through no comments and DMs, which can be really, really harmful mentally to the person facing it. Awareness is the key to prevent online harassment. Awareness about what you're posting, awareness about who's watching your content, and awareness about how to deal with cyberbullying and mental health issues. Now, cyberbullying leads to mental illnesses. In today's generation, life has been more difficult than before. Tables are turned upside down, and we are all dealing with so much pain, pressure, stress, and fear. But wait, what am I talking about? What's mental health? What are the signs and symptoms? How do I know that I'm mentally ill? Are there solutions to improve mental health? I assure you, there are many. What is mental health? The first question. The psychological, emotional, and social well being of a person is referred to mental health. It differs from person to person. You know what? If a person is happy and smiling, it doesn't mean he's mentally healthy. And some people have different capabilities to move on from things. Not everyone can move on. Yes, it differs from person to person. Mental health affects the way we see, feel, and think. A person going through depression or anxiety or stress would see and understand things differently, which can be really hurtful for that person. Just to make the topic a little more interesting, I thought why not talk about mental illnesses? Now, there were so many mental illnesses that I could talk about, and they're so interesting. So don't forget to check them out after this session. I have put some, in the last, so do check them out. Anxiety disorders. This group of mental illnesses is categorized by significant feelings of anxiety. Feelings of extreme anxiety, pressure, and stress, accompanied by physical symptoms such as shortness of breath, rapid heartbeat, and dizziness. It can be really bad, trust me. Bipolar and related disorders, formerly known as manic depression. A person going through bipolar disorder faces mania, a state of being very aggressive. Hypomania, a state of excited behavior which lasts for a short period. Now, hypomania is a type of mania and major depression. But there are three types of bipolar disorders: bipolar 1, bipolar 2, and cyclothymia. Interesting, isn't it? Now, I guess all of us would have seen horror movies, ain't you? Personality disorders come under it. The patient tend to portray different kinds of behaviors and personalities. Traumatic and stressor disorders causes extreme stress and trauma, headaches, and also dangerous behavior within the patient. Dangerous behavior, I mean violent behavior. Eating disorders causes disturbances in the eating patterns that lead to physical health, that lead to bad physical health of the patient. Now, sleep-wake disorders involves problems in sleeping and waking, causes excessive stress, tension in the patient's mind. This is also not that good. Now, as I said, there's so many interesting ones, and don't forget to check them out. Addictive disorders, somatic disorders, paraphilic disorders, neurodevelopment disorder, neurocognitive disorder, gender dysphoria, etc. are the disorders caused by mental illnesses. There are many more. These are just some. Now, things to know. When we are learning about mental illnesses, we need to know the signs and symptoms and the causes. Now, let's see if you are mentally healthy or not. Uneasiness and fear, a state of being uncomfortable or feeling anxiety and nervous all the time, and fear leads to mental illnesses. Basically, it's a symptom. Mood swings. This is not really a symptom you can say because all of us in going through adolescence would have mood swings pretty frequent, right? So, but it's also a symptom, so I had to put it in. Inability to concentrate, sleeping problems, hallucinations. Oh, everybody would have seen horror movies. So, again, this comes under it. Hallucinations are seeing or hearing things that aren't real. And this is one of the most uncommon symptoms of mental illnesses. Addictions to drugs and alcohol. Now, I'll tell you why this is bad. It can totally change your mind, it can play games with your mind. Anger issues and less socializing. Now, let's see the causes. How is mental illnesses caused? Now, imbalance in neurotransmitters. What are neurotransmitters? They are chemicals released at the end of the nerve fiber which help in the communication of nerve cells. Now, neurotransmitters cause imbalance in the neurotransmitters can lead to various mental illnesses which can be really harmful to the person. Environmental exposure. For example, if the mother is used to drugs or exposed to harmful substances during pregnancy, the offspring can face such mental illnesses. So, environmental exposure plays a very important role here. Genetics, something that's in your family from a long time. Bipolar disorder, major depression are examples of mental illnesses that can be passed genetically. These are just two, there's so many that can be passed genetically. Talking about life experiences, as I said before, not everyone has the capability to move on from things. Stressful life experiences can cause trauma and lead to mental illnesses. Hmm. Now, here I'm going to tell you solutions about day to day mental illnesses. But if you're suffering through personality disorder or bipolar disorders, I suggest you refer to a doctor. So, talking about solutions for our day to day mental illnesses, self love is the best solution. Self love is something that can really, really help you deal with mental illnesses. Now, treat yourself with respect and positivity. Do things that give you happiness. I mean, your passion or your hobbies. Like everyone has hobbies and passions, right? Value yourself over others. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Oh my god, he's so fit, he's so rich. Stop it. Value yourself over others. Because you are the one who is there and others are just, sidekicks. Body positivity. When you're bullied for your body, remember you are the one who needs to love yourself, not them. And don't worry what others say. You are the one. So love yourself and always be body positive. Surround yourselves with good people. Speak up. I think speak up is something that everyone receives. Like, this is a solution that everyone gives. That talk it out to someone, and that really helps. Try talking to someone whom you know loves you and whom you can really trust. Deal with stress. Now, when you go on Google and you type how to deal with stress, you will have n numbers of websites that will tell you how to deal with stress. I just put down a few. Exercise. When you exercise, your brain tends to relax, and that's really, really good. So try exercising. Write a journal, make your own personal diaries. It's okay, you're speaking up to a paper, that's not a problem, right? Sense of humor. I think when you open YouTube, you have so many content creators that would actually, when you come on YouTube, you have so many content creators that would actually give you quality humor. So do check them out. And who doesn't like laughing, right? Now I'll tell you the best one, my favorite one. Take a nap. When you take nap, your mind tends to go into a different dimension, and that is so relaxing and different. And trust me, that really works. Avoid fake scenarios. I want to be the most famous person. That's my fake scenario. What's yours? Avoid fake scenarios. What I mean here is avoid the negative fake scenarios because they can really, really play with your mind, and that's not that good. Avoid alcohol and drugs. Now I'll tell you why to avoid alcohol and drugs. What do they do to your brain? I think you would have heard people say when you take drugs, your brain goes blank. That is because drugs tend to cause imbalance in your neurotransmitters. And due to this, your brain or your mind just goes blank. Hmm. And talking about alcohol, alcohol increases anxiety, stress, depression, and fear. I think all of us would have watched movies. When you watch movies, you tend to see characters who are addicted to alcohol and drugs, and all you see is they're depressed, they're stressed, filled with anxiety people. Thus, I can say that alcohol and drugs are really bad for your health. Make yourself more self-secure. What I mean here is make yourself more secure means make sure you find help. Don't be hanging. Make sure you find help and do make yourself more secure. Stay away from social media. You know, when you go on social media, all you see is people living the best lives they can. Everyone is happily living their lives, which is not that, which can be really disturbing for you. So stay away from social media. Don't bother yourself more. And social media is pretty fake. So maintain a healthy and an effective routine. What I mean here is proper sleep, eating well, and take walks or just have a healthy and an effective routine as per you. Mental sicknesses is becoming a growing issue in the 21st century. Not everyone receives the help they need. The people feel shameful to acknowledge their mental illness is due to our society. Change needs to be made. Our society needs to be changed. We need to educate ourselves, look out for people that need help, and change the perspective of mental disorders. Let's not call people going through mental disorders as mad or mental. That's wrong, and we need to change. 10th October is World's Mental Health Day, celebrated to make awareness regarding mental health issues and to support the ones facing it. Both physical and emotional well-being is the key to success in all aspects of life. Physical health is related to, linked to mental health. So if you're mentally healthy, you're physically healthy as well. People should be aware about the consequences of mental illnesses and start giving mental health some importance as well. Thus, I want to conclude that mental health is the key to happiness, and happiness is the key to success. So let's end the session with a question. Are you mentally healthy? Thank you. Oh my god, wait. I need to tell you something. We are coming live again every Sunday 4:30 p.m. So stay tuned and uh, don't forget to check out our YouTube channel every Sundays for some crazy topics coming ahead. So